Ed,
Yeah.
you're starting the pruning.
Yeah.
That's item 3 on the checklist. It's our first day on the new job.
Yeah.
And you've already skipped step 1 and 2. And what's that? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hi, this is Head Harvester Fred Haskett from the Mid-Coast.
And Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast.
And if you want to have things like this not happen to you, you need to remember how to start a job. You need to have a great startup process. Remember, you only get one time to create a first impression. That's the time you need to shine, because your retention process for that client starts on the first day that you're working. So have that great startup process. You start with a checklist of all the things you need to do to start a job.
So that wasn't too good, huh? What we just saw.
Well, it was a little confusing, and we had a traffic problem.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We also had some safety issues, but we're not even going to go there.
Yeah, exactly. So you're right, Rick. So we have to have a checklist and get this straight. So we want to get the administrative part down first. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So let me just review quick what they are. So we have to make sure that all of this is completed and who's going to do it and when is it going to be done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, as part of the administrative part up, we have to make sure the contract is signed, number 1. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to start the job. Is the contract, if the contract is set up, then the invoicing should be set up as well. So make sure that that's all set and in the hopper. Was the client sent a letter, a thank you letter? That's always nice. And then once the job is started, sometimes they have to start a meeting on the job, but
That's right.
And you try to do that, but maybe a week or 2 weeks later, really somebody should call. The account manager should really call them up and how's it going? I think that's key. Yeah.
And you need to let them know the first day you're going to be on the job.
Exactly. Well, yeah,
that process.
Startup. Yeah.
Right.
And then like I say, maybe a week or 2 weeks later, maybe a week into the job, a phone call. And then subsequently, maybe another couple of weeks go by, maybe in a month. Just keep checking in with them, make sure everything is going well.
Yes. Follow up, follow up, follow up.
Yeah.
Now, there's some operational things that you want to do as well. And you want to make sure this is on the checklist and you've got it taken care of. Did you do the startup photographs so you know what the before looks like on the job, so you have that well documented? You want to make sure that you've done a startup walkthrough with the client so you can get their needs all in line and well documented, so it's on your 30-day startup plan that you're going to present to the client and you're going to follow through the process. You want to schedule the first visit, the spring cleanup, and make sure they know when it's going to happen and it's on the schedule board so it happens when you said it would.
Good stuff.
Yes.
So it's all about communication. That's really the key. It's all about communication. Now then you, of course, before you even start, when you take those pictures, I think that's a fantastic idea. You'd want to do an initial property inspection to see what the plant material looks like. Is there anything missing, or anything dying, or is there anything failing? Just overall check. Keep them informed on that. Check your irrigation. Make sure that's working. There should have been an irrigation report filled out. Also, are there weeds, insects, and diseases on the property, maybe on the lawns or in the beds, on the shrubs, on the trees? That is all a part of it. Any of the obvious problems, especially safety. Make sure there's no safety problems, right? Mm-hmm. On the property. Otherwise, that could be a real problem for you later. So inform the property manager.
So, if you'd like to learn more about this, send us an email and we'll send you a sample of a startup checklist.
Yep.
Thanks a lot. This is Harvester Fred from the Mid-Coast.
Harvester Ed LaFlamme from the East Coast. Who's that guy work for? Whose crew is this guy on? He's not on my crew.
Where's the safety guy?
Is he on your crew or my crew?